Hey girl, it's Coach B. Wiley. Now, this is the second time around I'm recording this video because there were some technical difficulties. I wanted to talk to you about dating and communicating, specifically on the communicating end. So you know the word of the week. If you don't know now, you know the word of the week, as this is the last day of the week, is energy. We want to always make sure when we're out here dating in these dating streets that our energy is clean, it's pure, it's right. So when it comes to communication, I think that communication can kill any kind of dating situation. And if you're a bad communicator, then we need to do something about that. If you don't know what kind of communicator you are, then maybe you should ask the people that you communicate with. Specifically, when it comes to conflict and you're talking to your boo, that dude that you're into, when you have conflict, what do? What is your reaction? Are you leading with emotion? Are you flying off the cuff? Do you have anger issues? Do you tend to just say anything because you're trying to get a one-up? Now, speaking of one-up, if you're one of these people that sees your dating partner as your opponent, then I need for you to stop and realize, if you're dating someone and you say you're dating with the intention to be in a lifelong marriage or lifelong partnership, then why is it that when it comes to conflict, you're either afraid to use your voice, you don't know how to use your voice, and or you refuse to use your voice in a productive way? Because at the end of the day, if this is someone that you're going to be with, you're a human, he's a human, why can't y'all have some kind of open communication and resolve the conflict in a right way? Let's say you're the kind of communicator that does tend to lead with emotion just because you're irate, you're sad, you're mad, you're caught off guard, you're scared, and you don't know how to release it outside of yelling and rolling your neck. I'm gonna tell you right now, if you're that kind of communicator, don't be that kind of communicator. What you can do instead is focus on the facts. Ask yourself, before you fly off the handle, self, why am I so angry? Why am I so irritated? Why am I so ticked off? Why am I ready to literally put my hands on this dude over him putting the toilet paper on when it rolls under versus over like I like it? Because it can literally be something as small as that, and you'll just let it compound and stack. It could be that, and then maybe he doesn't close the blinds at night. Maybe he doesn't run the dishwasher on Tuesday, he runs it on Wednesday. I'm telling y'all, when it comes to dating, it could literally be anything. And if your communication is not good, then that's going to ruin everything. When it comes to communication, the goal, you should have a solid goal to listen. If you don't know how to listen, that is a huge problem. That was my main problem when I was a bad communicator, listening. Number one, I was rude, and I would cut people off when they're in the middle of their thoughts. I would cut them off because I just thought I knew what they were going to say, so I wanted to say it for them, like the audacity for me. And then outside of that, another reason why I would cut them off is because I would have a thought in my mind, and my short-term memory is not good like in real life. So to not lose the thought, I would then cut them off so I can get my thought out in the middle, in the midst of their thought. It's still rude. How would you feel if your way of communicating was on the flip side, was their way of communicating? So if you're emotional, if you deflect, if you omit, if you leave stuff out on purpose, if you try to set them up to make them look stupid or feel stupid when you're communicating, how would you feel if someone did that to you? Because when it comes to human engagements and dating situations, I don't know what's wrong with us. However, I think we're getting dumber by the day. And I think that it has a lot to do with social media. I think that a lot of people aren't interested in reading anything. They just see one thing and they run with it. I think, and this is from just me observing my experiences and seeing the experiences of others, people are so quick to want to be right that they don't even think things through. They will just do whatever they can to get a justification that they are right, to feed their ego. And there's a lot of egos out here. And when you're dating someone, you got to put that ego aside. You can't be out here with a crazy ego. There's a freaking bee. Oh God, this bee. Hold on, guys. This freaking bee is trying to get in this car. Now, the first time I did this video, the air was so loud that you couldn't hear anything. Now there's a B, because you know what? This word is going to get out regardless. That must mean it's really for you. Now I'm sitting in the heat and I'm let up all the windows for you. So the bottom line is, if you're watching this and you know you have communication struggles, or maybe you don't know and you're just like, well, that don't sound like me. I don't lead with emotion. I don't deflect. I'm very clear and direct. Well, we can always work on something, sis. Maybe it's your body language. Maybe it's the way you look at someone when you're talking to them. Maybe your whole energy, maybe your energy is just disrespectful and you don't even know it. Or maybe you do know it and you're just like, well, it is what it is. Take me as I am. Absolutely not. Don't nobody got to take you as you are. If you're a bad communicator and you ain't trying to do something about it, if your whole energy is off, ain't nobody got to receive that. And I want us to stop saying that, women, ladies. Stop saying, just receive me as I am, because ain't nobody trying to just receive any old thing. You're not just going to receive any old thing when you're dating. So keep that in mind. And so the moral of the story is, when it comes to dating, check your energy when it comes to communication, because you have to talk to this person lifelong, remember? And if you can't even have a simple conversation about a simple conflict, how are you going to muster up the strength to communicate through a crucial conflict along the way? Because there's always going to be something, because you have to talk to this person every single day. And avoiding the conversation doesn't make the conflict go away or the problem go away. Omitting information doesn't mean that they're not going to find out. It's not going to come to light, whatever crap you're trying to hide later. Avoiding, omitting, deflecting, trying to yell your way out of the conversation because you don't want to hear what they have to say because they're telling the truth. Whatever toxic communication characteristics you got going on, work on them. And like I said, always be open to talking to a male figure who has an unbiased opinion about you, about the way you communicate, about your energy, because you can always learn from a man. We're talking about a stand-up guy with great character who don't have no blood in the game. Is that how it go? Who don't have no blood in the game? Do that sound right? I don't know. But you know what I mean. Consider talking to a man who has great character and who can lead you in the right direction if you're unsure. This could be your brother. This could be your cousin. This could be a classmate, a coworker, whoever that you trust that ain't trying to holler at you and mack you down. That's the point. Because if he's trying to mack you down, I didn't say mack you down, then he ain't the right dude. He gonna tell you some bull. So if you're watching this and you've made it this far, and you're ready to get your energy right when it comes to communicating, and you're ready to cancel out the conflict with great communication, then let me know in the comments. It's Coach B. Wiley. If you want to work with me one-on-one, feel free. The link is in my bio, mymentor.life. Search Coach B. Wiley, or just click on the link. It's right there. If you're watching this on TikTok and or YouTube and you want to follow and or subscribe, feel free to do so. If you want to share this, feel free to do that as well. Outside of that, thank you for watching. And if you're ready to be a great and better communicator, let me know in the comments. Talk to you later.